video because obviously the people who are on the forums, people who ask me a lot of questions about this kind of stuff, especially when it comes to building, the stability, don't get it. Okay? For one, PS4 edition, I'm pretty sure there are problems on Xbox. I'm not for sure, but I'm pretty sure they're different from PlayStation 4, PC, whatever. This is just PS4 edition. When you have something like this, okay, and you try to muster it, you can hear that I'm clicking the button, okay. The piece, unless you're moving around in a certain direction, will not place conjunction, excuse me, to the wall or to the ceiling that is right there, right by it. This does not just happen on ceiling. This also happens on wedges, okay, for starters. But when you come up here, it will place specifically right near the door. But when you have something that is braced, even by pillar and diagonal, what the heck is this? I don't know. It should snap. It should fall in place. It should do its thing. Stability. The scene that we're going to get into this here. Let's go. Stamina cost 5, blah, 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 blah. Right? When you have your durability multiplier at 0, meaning it should not be in any way taking any damage. And I even looked this up on the server end. The lower for this multiplier, the better. It is at 0. It should not take a repair hammer to repair it or otherwise. The stability, however, and I'm just going to use this for an example, I'm just going to throw it away because I'd rather take one of those, doesn't matter, it's getting thrown out. Even at 20, okay, and I can prove this with my build, even at 20, you can still build on it. Actually, I could prove it with this, because right there, okay, it states 20. That's 20. That's 20. That's 20. This should come here and be placed here at 20. At 20. I don't get why people cannot understand the concept when I'm trying to discuss it with them on the forums. When you have something that is still at 20 durability, but yet is stable, okay? Because the server has its numbers lowered, and the durability multiplier is lowered, you should still be able to place blocks on them. Okay? This, I mean, come on, give me a break. The whole thing's around the whole darn thing. You can't tell me, oh, it's at 20. Or it's at, yeah, it's at 20. It's at 20. That one's at 40, but that one's at 80. But when you have a stability of 20, that goes all the way around, even with Hold it. Walls? There's wall here. The durability should be bigger in number. Granted, yes, pillars do make a big part of it. Walls also make a big part of it. These beams, however, do not, because they're decorative. But when you have something like that, right, 20 durability, 20 durability, shouldn't this be like 40? Maybe 60? Everything does add up, correct? Oh wait, nope. Says I failed to do the build. Yet it's white. It wants to go on, but it won't go on. This would be like the 4th video I've done on this. The 4th video. Showing how... I don't want to use wrong words here. Asinine. Let's go that way. The whole building system is. If you have stability, right, at the bottom, let's look at this. It's 80. That's 40. There should be 20. Then, if that's the case, this should read... or this should read 0. Why is it reading 40? Why? Let's cut to the chase and be honest here. There's something going on not only with the placement and the building of the design of everything that is being built, as far as the placement of foundation, walls, pillars, beams don't even count. They're just decorative. But they should count. They're part of the build. I don't know why people cannot wrap their concept about carpentry. Pillars, joisting, beams, walls, flooring, ceiling, all go in consideration on making a perfect home. There is no joisting in the game because supposedly someone was exploiting it in PvP. But then, shouldn't those who actually have the servers or have them open be responsible for dealing with said problems? Reiterating this over and over, showing the progress, the work, not only to my friend's build, but to my build. It's rubbish. The building is rubbish. And no wonder your people are leaving Funcom. You have problems with the Predatory Blade, the Sword of Crom, now the Lifeblood Spear? What's next? Failure for the server to comply? Oh wait, that just happened not only a week ago, or 2 days ago, or a day ago. Oh wait, that's been going on and off, because people have been suffering server issues for quite some time. But yet G-Portal has been kind enough to reimburse those who have problems. Which at any given time, I would actually give them more props than you at this point. They've been working with their fans. They've been doing what they can in order to fix the issue. And then you go on, they said that you and G-Portal, Funcom, were working on the issue. And then you go to claim that G-Portal was only working on the issue. You messed up the game. Right? You fucked it up. Doing this, that, and the other. The Lifeblood Spear was fine. The way you had the shrines were fine. And you had to go and tweak them. Because some Joe Blow was having problems with the game. It's not too functionally sound. Everything has reasons, and joisting is not a thing. Joisting is not a thing. Let me show you something. Something that's in your own city that you built. At times it just, I don't know. I don't want to say the wrong thing, but you're gonna get the idea. Oh, I forgot to turn on God mode. Oh well. Not a problem. That was also a fucking issue. But that was probably my fault. So, whatever. I don't care. Alright. Loading structure. Come on. This will probably take a few minutes. More issues. Come on, load. Well, there I am. Everything is slowly starting to respawn in. There's the floor. There's that. Okay. Now, let's go all the way up here. So I will show you the structural integrity of everything that's going on here. But gee, there's only one piece missing. Why is that, I wonder? Structural integrity? Rubbish. But yet, I could place it there. Come on. Oh, I could still place it there even without the wall. Nice. I still have a 20 integrity. 20, 20, 40, 20. But look at that crap. I mean, it is utter crap. There should be no reason for this. None. Joisting, pillar, beams. Oh, I got stuff that's breaking away here. Interesting. Anyways, you see what I did. I proved my point. Whether it has a 20 durability or not, I was able to put that one piece in. And that should happen over there at the other place. But I will still lose that piece because of stability. But yet I don't lose my whole roof. Just the one piece. And every ounce of that whole triangle bit from the floor, it's all pillared. Every single last piece of it is pillared. And walled, mind you. Pillared and walled. Let me go into something else. Something that you guys did add, but you didn't add it to the pieces of the game, which I don't understand. Because it would play an important part. And a big important part. Let's go back here. And most of you who have been here many of times will probably already know what I'm talking about. But for those that I have to spell it out for, yeah. Really? Joisting, right there. How can that be an issue? Alright, you guys are annoying me. Ugh, sort of crom. Joisting. It's joisting. Joisting. Obviously, people do not comprehend what joisting means. You make a beam from one end to another. A beam that will stabilize any household remedy. Some would call that joisting, but I think that's more diagonal. Same there. But you get my point. You put it in as far as your builds for your towns and stuff, but it's not good enough for those who need to build or want to build exciting new builds. Why is that? Since we're on the subject of stuff being messed up, we're gonna do this. We'll do this. We'll do this. Do this. Oopsie daisy. What the heck? Okay. Legendary item. The Lifeblood Spear. Slowly regenerating. Okay. First off, what does it stay there at the bottom right above the weight? Regeneration. It doesn't mean soothing. It doesn't mean poisoning. It doesn't mean I'm gonna rob everything that you have and steal everything blind. Regeneration. For those of you who are out there gonna try to hunt this thing down, it's pointless. Your passive regeneration does more than that if you just sit here. The spear does actually nothing on the console version. PC, that might be a little bit different. But that is a useless weapon or a useless item. And to be honest, I agree with most of the people that are on the forums right now. It's a piece of trash. It's probably more better on a thrall than it is on yourself. Much like the Sword of Crown and a Predatory Blade. Which, in turn, they're limiting a lot of weapons that you can use now. Which, I don't see why, since you're supposed to be the hero of the game. Sorting out all the issues and problems. Helping Conan with all these issues. But even still, Conan is drinking, which is funny. But yeah, Sword of Crown, something that should be by design, something for you to use as well as your thralls. The Predatory Blade, something that you should use as well as your thralls. And the Lifeblood Spear, something you should use definitely as well as your thralls. And the regeneration thing is not even working. At this point, it should be Spear of who knows whatever. This thing doesn't even regenerate, does nothing. So yeah, 23 minutes in the video, there's my rant. There's a lot of things broken with the game. A lot of things that still need to be looked at. I would suggest at this point that Funcom actually seriously looks into the seriousness of what the actual problems of the servers are going to be, instead of pushing out content. Yes, I know there's 3 other portions of content that is supposed to be coming out, but it's something that obviously they need to work on. And content to me is not really important, because building, especially when you're on a roleplay server, people want to build amazing things. People want to try experimentations with other things, see what they can do as far as building. But when you have problems that persist, especially when you pillar and wall a lot, that becomes a problem. That becomes consistent. Because if you have a lot of that in one space, in one area, that causes lag. And when you have lag, that causes servers to shut down. That causes server problems. Not only that, it loses the stability of the server, but it also loses stability of the game, because the game errors out as well as the server. Now, that's my point that I'm trying to make. If you allow joisting, put it in as far as the game is concerned, as far as stability, you will lose a lot of pillaring that is going on with these people that are building. It's going to open rooms up. It's going to allow people to maneuver and do whatever they want as far as being creative, setting furniture, allowing statues to go in place, allowing a lot more than just pillars and pillars and pillars and pillars, because that's all they're doing. It's not an immaculate build when you're just building out of pillars and saying, oh, I'm going to take a picture outside of my house and here's my amazing build. I mean, but that's just my opinion. When you are doing a build, it is exterior and interior. It affects both. It also affects color scheme and so on. But when you have a building, and I had to go on this again, but I'm going to go on to it again because if I don't, people that don't understand are going to misinterpret. When you have a lot of pillars in one room, you can't do that. You can't put in chairs, you can't put in tables, you can't put in furniture, you can't put in planters, you can't put in dancers, you can't even put in a throne for yourself. It is an unused space. An unused space which I would prefer that people would actually be able to use. You know what? Who knows? I may be dumb. I don't foresee any good coming out of what's going on right now. And they all know it because people are leaving. People are getting tired of all of this. Them not being able to build the way they want to. Though I do understand that sometimes, especially with the stuff that's going on with illegal builds, I can understand that. But pillaring, the walls, everything needs to be reworked. I don't know what they were thinking. I don't want to know what they were thinking. But taking joisting out should have been a big part of this as far as building in retrospect, with pillaring, beams as well, even including diagonals, even though I don't see why that would boost anything, because they don't. They're just decorative. But yeah, take it or leave it, take it with a grain of salt. To be honest, I think it's full of I'm just gonna say it's full of shit. It's full of dung, and they're just filling your pockets full with them. So, with Raziel Tempest, I'm out of here. Build on, dream on, and have fun. Laters.